Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon call, training, tips, tricks, and everything else that we can put in here for your benefit. We had a scheduled menu today. We're going to revamp it a little bit because, like everything, things come up and you want to always be up to date on everything. So we have the information that everybody here who has a Vivo device and the Hilo and tokens, they need to know about the new exchange we're going to be using, which is called ODEE, ODEE. And
E.
pardon?
Oh, did you lose Tom or did I? There we go.
What? Can you hear me?
We keep losing you. You keep cutting out, and then just this time your picture actually disappeared.
I'm cutting out?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't know why. I don't see any internet. I did earlier, but I don't know if it was mine or somebody else. Anyway, what we're going to do is try to get you up to date on signing up, setting up with ODEE. So you can take notes and let me know if I keep cutting out. But we have Ray here today to help us also with this because we needed somebody who hasn't had their ODEE set up yet. So what I want to do is from the beginning and go through it. Now, everybody is going to be slightly different. So you want to really pay attention. Since this is recording, I'll be having it out after we, finish here, and you all can look at it and do it slowly at your own pace. So what I want to do is, Ray, if you would be so kind as to share your screen, and we'll start at the ODEE.
Okay, well, we've lost Tom for a second. Tom, hang on just a second. For all the new people that have come in, know that this is not something that you have right now. This is for people who have been in the Vivo offer for a while now, or who have tokens. Sorry, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you, Joe. It says your internet connection is unstable. Well, holy cow, it's not even thundering like it usually is. So anyway, while you can hear me, let's what I was saying, and if you didn't hear me before, is that I want to start off right from the beginning, Ray. We're going to go to the ODEE.com. So it's ODEE.com. So that's the way you begin. Okay.
All right. Also, did anybody use the email that they received in the beginning of the month?
Yeah, you should have gotten an
Yeah.
email on there that says view ODEE here or something to that effect where you can click right on it.
It was
That-
July 7th.
July 7th.
So search for it, people.
Yeah, go to your business email, which you should be using on everything. Right. It's not a big email. It's just, like a notification type email. But there is an active link on there that you can click on it and it takes you right to the same place, ODEE.com.
ODEE.
ODEE.
No, ODEE.
ODEE.
I think I got mine on the 1st, if that makes any difference.
Just put ODEE in your search bar, see if that'll pull it up.
On the Gmail, right?
Or, Control F.
There you go. ODEE offer.
If you ever want to find anything, folks, in your email like that, just hit your Control F for find and then just put the word in there.
When you do Control F in Gmail, does that only look on the screen,
Yeah.
or does
I
that
don't think
look
this
in all
is
of your email?
You can do that in your email for anything like that. If you're looking for
But-
a name, just put F11 now and put whatever you want in there and search for it. Let me look at mine. See if I can quickly find it.
All right, so here, July 7th, manage your Vivo pay card on ODEE today.
Did you find it?
Yeah, right, do you see this?
Hold on, I was looking on my screen. Manage
Yes,
view.
we see it.
Okay, yeah. July 7th. So unlock your potential with this update. There you go. That's what it looks like, folks. You should all have that same message.
All right,
And
but other
again,
than that, it's odee.com.
yeah. So that's the first page you'll always come to. And up on the top, which says login or sign up. They're both different links, even though they're together. So you can just click on the login there to get inside.
Want me to log in there, I guess?
Yeah. So you log in with your business email that you've done everything with, the Vivo devices and everything. And of course, everything that we do, we're using our business email anyway.
This is also the sign up process, people.
Now, when it says enter the OTP you received at your email, that's where you go. I was looking at it and I didn't read closely. I'm waiting for my phone to light up. It didn't light up. So what's going on
Go
here?
to your email to find it.
No, hey. So don't want anybody else to make that mistake either, So yeah, of course it says on your email, duh.
I don't see this on my email.
Look in your spam and trash folders.
Yeah, I did.
You're looking for your original one, Joni?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. July 7th, around there.
yeah, I checked that. I'm gonna see if it's in spam or trash.
You should still be able to go to ODEE.com and get to the login page.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't have to worry about the email at this point. Just do.
Well, I'm trying to see, I'm in there and I'm trying to see where the login is.
So,
Can you tell me actually where it is? I'm down to
well,
stable.
type that in your
Joni-
browser,
Yeah, you'll-
ODEE.com.
Yeah, I've got that.
Guys, keep going, and Joni, you'll have to watch the video again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so when you do ODEE.com, it comes up with the login page. You click on the login and it comes to this dashboard. This is your dashboard. Now over on the right-hand side, you look at 2FA disabled. 2 forms of authorization. And you want to make that, and you want to enable that. So what you do is you click on that and you get to this page. Now on this page, simply what you need to do now is use your phone And you need Google Authenticator on your phone, just like it says there. So if you do not have Google Authenticator on your phone, you have to download that from PlayStation or wherever you download. And then when you get your authenticator set up, you use your QR code reader on from your phone and just put it up to the screen.
All right, sorry, I had to go get my phone.
That's okay. So you're following, folks? You're using your phone at this point. You want to have your phone beside you because you're going to be going back and forth, depending on whether you have a camera on your monitor or not. You're going to have to go back and forth to your phone. So, of course, you need to have your monitor with this page up, and you'll also need to have your Google Authenticator downloaded and also a QR code reader on your phone set up. It makes it a lot easier now with these QR codes. Because when you do that, you take the picture with your phone and then, you know, the QR, you click it, and then you use your Google Authenticator. And as soon as you click on that, it will give you like a 6-digit code, 3 dash and 3, 3 digits dash and 3 other digits. And that's the way mine was. So I think they're all that way, huh? So in order to go from this point forward, that's what you have to do. Once you do that, then it is automatically enabled. So you want to take your time. You want to be able to do it correctly the first time. And like everything, it's a learning process. But with this recording, you'll be able to go back and forth and do it at your own pace. So right now, Ray's getting his phone set up. So if you have your phone also, if you're able to do that and watching us at the same time, you want to first download Google Authenticator, just like it's spelled on the screen in front of you. That's an app. So go to your app store, PlayStation, wherever.
Most everybody should have that Google Authenticator from using it before.
Yeah, I did not have it because my phone crapped out on me and I had to get a new phone. So I had realized I didn't have it. So I had to download it again. But so if that's the case with other people too, then you want to make sure you have that on there. We have all these nice little software apps we are downloading on our phones, and I had an older phone and just didn't have enough space for what we were doing. So I had to get another phone with more memory.
Yep, I hear that.
There you go. So there's 6 digits right there, you see. And you got that from your phone and you just type it in there.
Oh, wrong.
It expires quick. You gotta, yeah. There's like a little
Or
pie
is there a
that'll go
dash
around.
in between the 6 and the 8, Ray?
There's a space, not a dash.
No, because
Let me
that's where it shows. Oh, it just shows up as a space, right? On your phone, what did it show up as? 3 numbers, a space, and 3 numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't typically use the space. But the numbers do expire very quickly, usually within like
Why don't
40
you take the
seconds to a
space out
minute.
of there and give it enable again? See what happens, Ray. Between the 5 and the 7.
It's updating the number again.
Wow. Numbers do expire fast, I guess, huh? TFA code.
In Google Authenticator, it will list the Vivo one and it'll list an ODEE one. So make sure that you're looking at the one that says ODEE. If you don't see anything but Vivo, there's a plus sign on your phone that will open up another ODEE actual one. I ran into that the very first time I tried it. I was trying to put the Vivo code in there. It doesn't take the Vivo one, it takes the ODEE one.
Yeah, I don't see the OD one.
Click
What,
The only one that
click the
comes up
plus
should be for
button.
this.
Yeah, well, click the plus button on your authenticator. Do you see where there's a plus button underneath the Vivo number?
Yeah, nothing came up.
You have to scan the QR code
right.
that's on your screen for it to grab that to give you a code.
So scan it and then click on the website that's listed.
In your authenticator.
All right, so you hit that plus sign, it comes up with a code. You say you want to go to the scan code. It comes up with your a screen to
Six-
scan that code, and now it has the OD
Correct.
Oh.
number. All right, so
Yeah, I'm looking at mine and on here is and the authenticator just says automatically came up OD with my business email and six you can't see my screen, but the 6 digits.
There, he's got it.
all right, the only
you
problem
go.
I have, and this might be to my phone, is when that timer goes to 0. All right, my number doesn't change, so I gotta
Oh,
log out of the authenticator, then log back in, and then I could get a refresh on the numbers. I don't know if that's on all phones or not, but
like Laurie
No,
was
that's
saying,
not-
it
no.
seems to change fast.
yeah, it changes fast, but the number won't change. I have to log out and
Weird.
then get back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that. That's weird.
And if you look, it says right now that his 2FA notification is enabled now.
Yeah.
So he
See,
doesn't
you
have to
notice
do
that.
anything more.
Right.
Right up here.
So you're all set there. Now you want to make sure that your profile is updated too. I was having a problem with mine. Well, actually not mine, but my wife's. I was doing hers yesterday. And for some reason, the block wouldn't show. I couldn't edit it. So what you want to do is also go to your profile also and update that. So you're there, you're all set there. Go back to your dashboard and to see where you're at. And you notice on the top or over on the right, it says TFA enabled now. That's what you want to see on your dashboard, folks, on the right-hand side. 2FA enabled.
No.
Right here.
Yeah, right there. Now, what you want to do is just double check your profile to make sure that, of course, your information is in there. And you notice where it says full name there up on top. That was the problem I was having with my wife. It took about 15 minutes at least in order to get that populated. I thought maybe it was just her computer, and I went to a different browser. I brought up a different browser on her computer. I went to Google incognito. Nothing would make that change. You can edit your address. So over on the bottom right-hand side, you can hit edit address and you'll be able to update it there. And so I figured if that was active, then the left should be active. But I have no idea. So you may have problems with that. However, there's nothing you can do about it. I just kept going, put my browser by the full name and clicking everywhere to the left of that. Once you put your browser, your cursor over there, Ray, and just see if you can get it to populate. I was doing click, 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 click. It took a long time. And then all of a sudden, it came up from the original starting point. Now, I don't know why. So eventually it will come up. So I was looking at mine while I was doing hers, and somehow it changed my state from Florida. I mean, yeah, from Florida to, what was it, Arkansas or someplace like that. I think it was the first letter of the alphabet. So, you know, that's what it changed.
I
So you
think
want to
it's
really
because they
look.
connect everything with the emails. You're just like you use the same sign-in information for Vivo and Hilo, and
Mhm.
everything's connected with that email address.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
because it
said,
has here, information is private, it will not be displayed.
yeah.
So I don't know
So
where you're going to say it.
yeah. So the thing is, you want, folks, you want to edit your address and you want to make sure it never shows your name there. So you want to make sure you keep doing your full name until it actually is able to take it. I was getting so frustrated. And then all of a sudden, bam, there it was. It even had her middle of the name in there. And I said, well, where did that come from? I didn't put it in. So I don't know how it's set up, or maybe it was just a little glitch in their program.
It's connected to Vivo, so they connect it with the email address.
So maybe it
So they're
takes,
all connected.
yeah.
And
Okay,
like
so
I
maybe
said-
it takes time for it to get populated, I
Well,
guess.
Likely.
it keeps your name private. It's harder to hack that way. Nobody
Yeah.
has two emails the same.
Yeah.
They have the same name, but not the same email.
Right.
But this screen is public to you. It's just private to everybody else. So, whoops. See that, Alabama? First in the alphabets.
Alabama.
So, and mine populated itself on the postal codes, which is strange. So that's okay. Whatever, as long as they're all in there. And eventually you want to definitely make sure your full name is in there. Okay, and then after, make sure. Now, on this, also the phone number, don't worry about the phone numbers, because it's not taking it here or in the Vivo Pay at the moment. Is that you tooting, Joe?
Yeah,
But you
sorry
do
about
want to
that.
make
Probably stuff another road. I'll mute out.
But of course, you always want to click I'm not a robot, but that's basically for your telephone number, and it doesn't really matter much there. It shouldn't, at least. So it keeps saying send OTP, but after a while, you don't really have to do that. So you really don't have to do that right now. So you're all set there as long as you are able to get your full name in there.
Oh, this has to be in here.
Yeah. So
Mine-
eventually,
Mine took a while to populate my name too, Tom, just like your wife's.
yeah.
And my middle name did appear in there just magically. I didn't put it there.
There you go.
So I do think that's something that will update once they pull all that information.
Yeah, and you still want to check on it though. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is go back to your dashboard and do the bank details. This is basically the last part, but it's of course the most important part too. One of the most important parts. This is all important from beginning to end, right? When it comes to your money. So on the bottom, SUM, SUB, that's actually the company that is doing the third party that we're involved with for this. So you want to hit I confirm that I have read this and then go to the next. Now, this is all personal, but you have to do this. Now, for myself and my wife, I use driver's license there. You can use any 3 forms of United States identification code numbers. So driver's license is usually the best, easiest to use, Now, what you have to do with that is, and as it says there, you want to take a picture of your driver's license. So what I had to do was I scanned my driver's license in because we had to have that changed too, because we just moved a couple months ago. So I had to update it and put it in my computer. And then on the bottom, you see there, upload the front of your document. So I had to upload the front of my driver's license. And then underneath that, you have to upload the back of your driver's license if you're going to use your driver's license, which is probably the best thing to do. So you will need to have your driver's license front and back pictures on your computer so you can upload it.
You want me to show what they should look like?
If you want to, if you have it available, sure. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but still, I mean, since you're setting it up too right now anyway, you can do it.
Make sure that you leave a margin around all the edges. They want to make sure that it hasn't been modified.
Exactly. And so when I was scanning it, I scanned it so that it was beyond the actual dimensions of the driver's license. See, like Ray's picture right there, the selfie is a square. You notice his driver's license, that's the way it should look.
Yeah, this is the way we done it in the Vivo KYC.
Right. With this one, it'll be different. They won't need that picture, but they'll need to move your head in a clockwise direction.
Okay.
But did you want to upload your driver's license or not?
Yeah, and I was going to say, I have these 2 pics. These were declined because they were too small. So I had to get something this large.
Yeah. So again, when you take that picture and you upload it, you want to make sure that you have that frame around it, and you can see like all 4 corners has to be seen. That's the way it was for the Vivo setup too. So that's the front, and all you do is click on the next one below that to upload your back one. Or I guess you can drag it. Your document appears to be expired. Please upload a valid document.
When I tried to use ones that I had already taken, it wouldn't take it. I tried several times. So then I ended up having to actually take new ones, and then it took them right away. I don't know how they know that
Isn't that something, huh?
I don't know how they know, but I did have to take new ones, just to let you know.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I had old ones in my computer, and then I said, well, since I had to take a new one, because they want your current, obviously your current address and everything. So, I had to scan my new ones in, a couple of days ago so I could do mine. And it came right up, no problem. Took it.
Yeah, well, it says expired 9/3/22.
Yeah, 2022.
All right, so I got to get my
So
new
you got to
license.
download your new ones.
Yes.
So that's what you do. You upload your front end, you upload your back end of your driver's license. That's what you're going to use, which is always the easiest. And then you can click continue if you want to get out of that. And then see on the bottom, it says continue on your phone. Now, you can do that. I didn't do it on my phone. I did it on my computer because I finally have a camera on my computer that works. I used to have just a portable one, and it was not the greatest. But so that's why I said you have to have your phone and the monitor going at the same time. So now when you click on your phone, okay, you will have to get to your picture for a selfie, but it's not it's a motion selfie. It goes in 360 degrees. So you have to turn your head slowly around clockwise 360 degrees, which is good for your neck exercise also. And once that's done, then this automatically comes up and says, congratulations. And you're finished there.
Oh, okay.
And that's all you have to do for that. Okay, folks? Any questions on that? Of course, the best thing to do is to do it yourself. And each step of the way, you know, you'll be able to handle what they are asking for. And that's it. It's basically simple, but with technology, it can take you a little bit of time. You just want to be patient on that. Candace, hi.
Hi, how are you? So after I went through that whole process, I went to Vivo and clicked on Vivo on the side. Did no one else do that? Are we not supposed to do that yet? So I clicked on Vivo and it made me authenticate, and it wants my phone number. It tells me that I am out of the country. I'm not able to use it. And because I don't put my phone number in.
It tells us that for everybody. We've had support tickets and they're aware of it. We're waiting on the resolution for it.
Oh, okay. So we're not supposed to do anything further with ODEE than
No,
what you
there's
just.
nothing else to do with that. You can't go to
Perfect.
Vivo Pay because of the telephone number, which is why I said don't worry about the telephone number at this point.
Right. Understand. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, just get verified.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then just when it's all done, go back over it again in your profile and make sure you can get your name up there and everything's filled out correctly and they haven't changed the state on you or something. I have no idea why that happened, but you just want to always double check it. Your yeah. Then you want to actually go to your bank setup, which we didn't do, Ray. The bank setup, of course, is very important. After you got your profile, after you did your, I don't know if you're able to, yeah, you should be able to get to that. Let's see if you can, Ray. The bank, you click on the bank details there, right? See if it gets there. Or you can do it from the dashboard too. If you click on the dashboard, see what comes up. Now go to bank details there. There you go. Okay. So it won't go to bank details until you have that done first. So I have Wells Fargo. And in Wells Fargo, they ask for, of course, your name. Obviously. They ask for your account number. They ask for your routing number, account number, whether it's going to your savings or your checking. Then they ask for a SWIFT code, because what this is going to be is a wire transfer. Looks like my connection is unstable again. Let me know if I cut out. So it's all the basic information. So you want to have that information with you also. Your banking account, what your bank is, banking account, routing number. Then they're asking for the bank address. Now, my bank has been demolished. And there's a restaurant there now. So I was saying, okay, what am I going to do? So basically, I have Wells Fargo. And the best thing to do with Wells Fargo is go to their main branch. Their main branch is, for anybody who has that, it's 420 Montgomery Street, San Francisco, California, 94104. Wells Fargo, that's the corporate office. Now, if you do have Wells Fargo, and I can't tell you about any other banks, But in Wells Fargo, to find what this is calling is a BIC code or like a SWIFT code. So although the main office is out in San Francisco, it's for anybody with a Wells Fargo account. So when you go into your Wells Fargo, to look up your statements, in there is where you can do a search up on top, like every place, but you do a search and search for SWIFT account and click on that, either SWIFT, SWIFT, or SWIFT account, and it'll bring up a whole bunch of states with numbers on it. You go down to San Francisco and it'll come up with, which everybody it should be the same on all of them. It's under the BIC code, and mine is WFBIUS6 WFF6. Actually, I mean FFX. So there's a bunch of letters there. That's what you would use. And then that's it. You filled out that information, and then, that's done. You're done with your banking details. So it's not really a lot, but you could probably get confused as far as the SWIFT account goes. So the blocks are there to fill out, and that's where you get to Wells Fargo. As far as the other banks go, you may have to call your banks and find out. If you have a local bank, obviously you want to talk to them, call them, and see if their address is, you can tell them about this and ask them if you can use their address, which you should, and then you have to ask them about their SWIFT. Let them give you the SWIFT code. And that's it, folks. Okay. So we're all done with the setup. You can look at this again after I get it out, after it's been recorded. Okay. So we're all set there. Thank you, Ray, for your participation. Deeply appreciate it. Any questions on that right now? As I said, even though you may have questions, you probably would want to do it yourself. And then if you get to a stop point, then, you can ask your instructor and they can help you and with your MSI and whatever is necessary. Okay, Joni? You can unmute.
Okay, sorry. I finally am moving along here, but I'm having a problem with the 2FA code. This is just like the third step in the beginning.
Mhm.
And I'm getting the code from the authenticator. And when I type it in, it says wrong TFA code. And I've done it about 5 times.
Yeah, just the way.
Are you getting it out of your email?
I'm not getting it out of my email. I'm getting it out of the authenticator
Authenticator on your phone.
on
so
my
yes,
phone.
The
Yes.
first
Yes,
one goes to your email.
exactly. And then the second one is from the authenticator. But so I said, because I actually just had the same issue, and then I realized, oh, you had an email first, and then you do the first one. The second one is they'll then say your TFA and the 2FA, and when it says the 2FA, that's under the authenticator.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Ray
Yeah.
wanted me to let you guys know he lost his internet connection.
Okay,
Thanks, Laura.
Joel, thank you. I'm actually enabled now.
There you go.
That was
Yeah.
easy.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
You're the man.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
Okay, Don. Who lost their
Yes.
connection, did you say?
Raymond.
Oh, you're
Ray
here,
lost his connection.
you here, Don?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Do we have enough time?
We've got 15 minutes left, and
Do you have enough time? Yeah.
we should have some more questions today about things we can take, and then I'll do my thing next week. How's that?
Okay. Rebecca, you still with us? Let me look
Yes.
around.
Yep, she's here.
Hey, girl. Are you able to tell us about your tracker? Give us a
Okay.
little update on that.
Okay, I was talking to Donna this afternoon. Okay, so let me share my screen, host disabled participant screen sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you
Oh,
enable me?
you need to be
Uh,
co-host, I think. Right?
Yes. So let me see if I can make her
Okay.
co-host.
I got it.
Okay, you're the co-host.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Donna.
Perfect.
Okay, now I'm going to. Okay, so let me let me get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna. It
This is-
works really well with my students, and it makes them feel that they're accomplishing something. And then when I talk to them, they have a question, then this afternoon I said, well, let me pull up your assignment tracker. So that's what I do. I have, it's more accessible for me to put it in bookmark folders. So I put everything right there, PBS student site, and then I do the assignment tracker. So I put all of my students right here. It is real time. I see their progress. So I give them this. I give them this and I give them a copy, but then when I share it with them, they're not an editor. They're just viewers, so they cannot change my original.
The original.
So,
Hmm.
but then I make them a copy. Like for example, I make a copy for them, and then I write their name, and then share it to their email. So that way, I will have a real time when they change. Like for example, this is already this student file. Okay, right now. Marilyn is right here. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Marilyn. She's here. Okay, so this is Marilyn's one of my students' assignment tracker. So when she sees done, it gives her the sense of accomplishment that I'm done. And then when I come, let's just say she has a question or another student had a complaint. I said, okay, let's look at your assignment tracker. What have you done? So this is the basis of our conversation with any student. So if let's just say, okay, this one, you need to get this done first, or there is something that they need to get done, maybe jump 2 lines, then I could tell them. So like with Marilyn, I might say, okay, what about line 16 or line 17? And then right there, while she's sharing her screen, I said, okay, click that done. And then as she says done, then I will see it because it's real time. And I love that part. So is there anything, Donna?
Yeah,
else?
for those of you that haven't seen this before, this is geared mostly for instructors at the moment, but the student is responsible for changing those little under progress. They can change it from whatever it originally said to done.
Yes.
Demonstrate that, Rebecca.
Okay, so
so they
this
can
is
see.
mine. Okay, so this is my original. And let's just say Keystone. When I do the first flow, I give them a copy of this. And they're watching me, I'm sharing my screen, and they see me doing this. Okay, like Keystone. Okay, we watched that together, and I said I will put that in red or done for you. Okay. Now, have you watched the follow-up video? And then she said, yes, I did. Okay, I want you, okay, you can click that, drop down and click it to done. And then when she does it, I will see it change. Because we're sharing the same link.
So
And
it's
then-
in their folder, but you have a copy, there is a copy, so you'll be able to see what they've done or
Yes.
progressed in your own folder in real
Right.
time.
So you go to their
Exactly.
name on your folder, it brings
Correct.
this up. And when you hit share, it's just sharing it with that one person.
Yes, only that one.
And, but when you share the copy, obviously they can edit that.
Yes. Mhm.
So you can add things in there. Each instructor can add things in there. If you have something in particular that you want all of your students doing, you can add that in there at the right location. But
Yeah.
it is a good way to keep track of who's done what without having a long conversation with each person. When you get to have 100, 200 students, this is going to come in really handy for you because you don't have to call them up and say, you know, where are you? You can check it out and see if they're stuck on something or if they haven't progressed, then you can find out why.
So every time I talk to a student, then I open a copy of it.
So when you open a copy of it, you then save that copy in their folder, and then you and your student open up the same one. That's how you can see it.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
So in other words, what I'm saying then is that if your student makes a copy of it and edits that copy, you're not going to be able to see that. You can
Okay.
only see if they're doing the same one.
The
right?
It's
only-
shared.
Exactly, because that's shared. Exactly.
Okay, so this is my copy, and I
Correct,
will
yeah.
personally make a copy for them.
Right. And then put it in their folder, right?
Yes, and I will, they will open it in their email and they will save it where they want to save it. I said, you can
Right.
put it in, you bookmark it or put it in your drive, as long as you know where it is. So from
Right.
the get-go, I tell them that, okay, this is your assignment. Ask Mr. Google how to manage or organize your Google Drive. And so that's the assignment for that. So by, few sessions or something, then they will know where to put it. For me, it's easier to put it in bookmarks. So if I open this, let's say I'm talking to a student, then I will get to my student file on bookmarks and this assignment tracker. Then I have all of their assignment trackers right here.
Okay.
So it's easy for me and I put them alphabetically. So it's easier for me to get them. And then this is Benigna, my Spanish. She's doing it. She's trying to translate it as she goes
Nice.
on this.
Now, can we get a copy of this most recent one that you have?
Okay, this is the reason why. So I can do this from here, right?
You want to hit the share so that
Yeah.
they don't change yours.
Okay, share.
Anyone with a
then-
link.
Yep, that's right. And then just do a copy link. Yep. No.
Yeah.
So if you leave it as viewer, do copy link. When we get it, we'll then make a copy of it, and then we can then edit the copy we
Okay,
make.
there it is.
Right.
I'm trying to get the
Then you would have the original.
okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
The copy would be your original. Yeah.
Now, when we get it, I'm talking to all the instructors. Make sure that you go through it and change the links to be your links, not Rebecca's. Because like I said before,
Make a copy.
like
Make a copy.
I said before, Rebecca would love for you to use her links, but we want to use our links, right?
Yeah, the one that I shared is just a view link. So you're gonna make a copy and put your name in it, so you can make that as your original. And
Right.
then, let's just say this is, this is your name, and just make a copy for each student.
Yeah.
Make a copy, and then change that into their name, and then make a copy. And let's just say, and then, since this is already a copy, okay, if their name, then share it to that specific email only. And then, so when you put it right here, let's just say this is Paul, and they're gonna be an editor because it's their name right here already. So they can change it, and you will see the changes, and you're also an editor. If need be. Right.
Can you go over some of the things that you have in there that are not obvious for us? That's your original right there? Oh, that's a copy of your original?
That's a copy of the original. I'll put it right
Which
here.
which
Okay,
is-
this is the original.
Okay, so new email, you use Skype birthday and beneficiary.
Yes.
What are they supposed to do with that?
Birthday, because we've been asked to put their birthday on their
Oh,
travel
write it
card.
there.
And then I think recently I heard that, put their beneficiary also. So I asked them to put it in there.
Okay. Yep.
And then I think we don't have this anymore, do we? Donna, mentor administrator?
Yeah, it's
well,
always a-
we have it, but Tanya's account is not working right now.
Okay.
And so they can do it, but they may not get a response back from her for a while.
Okay, I told
Yeah,
them,
you can actually delete it.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
that's necessary.
so I can delete this. So
Yeah.
you can do your own.
Yeah. Put your own name
So-
in there. Make sure they.
So mentor isn't Tanya's now?
It
she-
is Tanya's, but she's having problems. Sorry. Go
and
ahead,
we've
Donna.
got
Sorry.
so many people coming in. There's no way she can keep up with all those. I mean, that takes a full-time job just there.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's
Now-
the important thing is that they connect to you now.
And so I guess really on the main site is it only be changed because I still have new students coming in saying, "Oh, I connected with the mentor administrator, but they haven't gotten back to me yet." So
Yeah.
Roy will have to update that on the registration site so that's not there anymore. You know what I mean?
Or just tell them that they're traveling right now, so you probably won't
Yeah.
get a response.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Especially for students, new students, giving them, even though this simple ones, the very first, giving them the assignment, they feel like, okay, I'm doing something to progress. This,
Yeah, they know they're moving forward.
yes, that's it. That's the main thing. They know they're moving forward. And it's just like you can touch something, they can see it, that they're moving forward.
It's real simple to add something to that list anywhere you want. You
Yeah.
just right click on the number and just put add a row
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
And I told them that I give them a copy of my original. They cannot change it. And I tell them that once a week or periodically check the original. If your copy that I gave you is still in sync line by line, but then if it's different, then find out what's different and make sure you add it to yours, because I cannot chase each one of you to update your assignment track. So that's one of the assignment I give them.
I think that's great because it makes them responsible for their own stuff from the beginning, which is how it
Yep.
should be.
Right.
Any questions?
So do you send a new one every time you update it to all your people? Is that
No.
what you're saying
She's saying,
when you change it?
nope, they're responsible for going back and getting their own updates.
Yes. of course, if I updated this today,
Mhm.
and then I have a new student tomorrow, they will have the updated one. Okay, but then the older students, they are
I see.
responsible to keep up with it. I tell them
So-
to check it.
So you give them a copy of their own, which you've copied, but you then give them restricted access to the original so they can view it, and they then each week go and look, and if the original is different, they then update theirs to be the
Yes.
same as the original. Correct?
Yes.
That is spectacular. That's great. That, and like you said, Don, I mean that then makes them responsible for doing their own work. That's great. I love that. That's spectacular.
See, I ran it through Donna first before because I said, I'm having a hard time because if my brain goes, like if I cannot see it,
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
how can I, teach them with some, where
Well-
are you? Where am I? Because I don't know where I am.
Rebecca, I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
How many hours are in your day?
How many hours do I have in a day?
Yeah, because it seems like you have more than anybody else. Like you get so much done. You do so much here. It seems like you have like extra hours in your day because I don't know how you do it. So this is spectacular. This is great, Rebecca. We all really appreciate what you do here. This is
But
great.
thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
great.
I told Donna this afternoon, I said, yesterday I was so busy that I didn't even have time to eat my lunch.
Man.
Someone
Yeah.
will call and I'll call you in a few minutes and stuff. So, and I have a student, Benigna, she just sending her V marketing. And I come behind her and call. I mean, right after the other. And I said, okay, now I have to do mine. Call. So that's what I've been doing yesterday. I've been calling a bunch of them and then updating hers because she only speaks Spanish, but she's already in V marketing.
Wow.
So
Mhm.
she's
Oh.
got double the work. Rebecca's students are going crazy with me marketing, which is awesome. But
Spectacular.
it's awesome. But it's double duty for Rebecca.
Wow. That is
Donna,
great.
tell me if I have to mention that thing, that the other one that we spoke about.
I'm sorry, my brain is
The
mush.
Spanish, the Spanish,
Translation?
yeah, this,
Oh, yeah, let's do that at a different time.
okay,
Yep.
that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Can
why
we
I
get
want to go forward with it.
If you guys have any Spanish students and you're trying to tackle it, make sure that you touch base with Rebecca. If you're not going to give the student to Rebecca, then make sure you touch base with her because she's in charge of our team's Spanish group, and they do have a group. So they talk a lot. So make sure if you have anybody that speaks Spanish that you're connecting with Rebecca.
I think Angelica is connected with her, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can we get a copy of this, Rebecca, either in here or in the Evolution chat? A copy of this assignment tracker, the newest one,
Okay, good.
please and thank you.
I think I did I?
Well, I know that you did a share, but I don't know if you ever did a paste.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I'm ready. Okay, that's anyone
Yes.
link.
Yeah, just copy
Yeah.
the link there.
This,
Yeah, you can just copy that link.
Yes, because that's
Yeah.
the viewer.
I'm trying to get this bar out of the way.
Oh, so there's actually a hand on the left hand side that you can drag it.
Okay, so come on, work.
It's funny watching you do that because we don't see the bar.
I know. I see it in my mind because I've done it enough, but
Okay,
yeah.
so let me see if I can
Yeah.
put it that way. Okay, there it is. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
correct.
Yeah.
And then that's done. I've already covered it.
Yep.
Covered it, and then
In the
I
chat
put it
at the
in
bottom.
the chat. Paste it. There it is. That's the
Perfect. Yep. Spectacular.
all these bars in the way.
Yep, that's great. It's there. Great. And we can, so I'm gonna copy. Great. Copy.
Good job. Excellent. Appreciate that, Rebecca.
Oh, for sure.
I homeschooled my children, so
I can tell. We can absolutely tell. You are definitely a teacher. Definitely, you have that quality.
each child is different. So I said, I have to find a way to make it click for you, but first it has to click for me.
So you must be pretty good with Excel, aren't you? Be able to do that progress and lower it with the
I learned
list.
as I go. I'm not
Mhm.
really. I just learn if I need to.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, folks, that should do it for today. If it's after 3 or 2, whatever zone
Yeah.
you're in.
After the hour,
4.
top of the hour.
It's
I
after
gotta
Top of the
go.
hour.
Thanks, guys. It was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donna.
There was a lot of information and we appreciate you all coming. I'm going to end the recording now and say adios.